God, it stinks down here. Whew. You ready?
All right, let's do our intro. What we're doing different than everybody else in the area is making a structure that is way stronger than what is required by code in Florida. So as you can see right below over here, we have a 4-bar beam. We're doing that like nobody else does. And what the beam is what holds the structure of the pool. So if you think of a red Solo cup, you have the lip around a red Solo cup. If you cut that lip, the whole cup crumbles. So what we're doing, everybody else is doing a 1 or 2-bar beam. We're doing a 4-bar beam. It really beefs it up, makes it really nice, gives you a lot of structure. And that's part of us offering a lifetime warranty with the shell of the pool, is making sure that we never have to come back and it will withstand what it needs to. We're doing 1/2 inch number 4-bar. Everybody else is doing 3/8 rebar. So we're providing a lot more rebar, a lot more structure, and giving you a super strong sound pool. Just so you guys know, it's a little messy because we're still in the middle of plumbing it. It'll be all clean before we gunite the pool. You guys will see that.
Just so you guys can get a real good view from an angle. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the beam of your pool. We do 10 inches wide. A pool this depth, a code will allow you to do 6 inches wide. So we're going, what, 40% more or so concrete structure, and yeah, at least 50% or more steel structure than what the code requires. So you're getting a super strong pool, much more, much stronger than anyone else is giving you on the market.
Super good.
Super good.
Super good, super strong, super nice, super amazing, pretty much super great.
Okay, I'm going to show you the plumbing, and what you'll see is all these capped off pipes that are sticking around the edges. These are our return lines. One thing we do, which is really only required commercially for pools, but we do it as a standard, even residential pools. You'll notice all of these, you see this pipe going through here. This is all connected to one solid loop, and then all the returns come off of that loop. And what it's going to do is it's going to equalize the pressure through all of your jets, so that all the returns are pushing evenly, so you get a better flow of water, better filtration, less chemicals the customer has to use. And then what we also put, this isn't installed yet, but you'll see once we get tomorrow, we'll have this skimmer basket and an autofill unit. Every pool comes with an autofill unit. That way with evaporation or heavy rains, it's going to have an overflow line, and then it's going to autofill if it gets too low, and we're going to tie it right into the fresh water with one of the hose spigots. What you'll notice too is on all of our pools, we're going to have, unless it's just a little hot tub by itself, but any pool, we're going to have 2 skimmer baskets. Each skimmer is independently ran and plumbed back to your equipment for full functionality. If there's ever any sort of balancing issues, we can adjust the valves and make sure the suction's coming evenly from both. You're going to get way better suction with 2 skimmers, and the reason that's good is that top surface water, especially if you look at this forest they have back here, there's going to be a lot of leaves, pollen, debris. You know, if a customer doesn't put a screen enclosure lanai around their pool, having 2 skimmers is going to go a long ways towards making their life way easier, less time skimming the top of the water, more debris pickup, better filtration, less chemicals they have to use, which is going to save them a lot of money and time and heartache long term. All right, guys, this is our spa. I'm going to go over the plumbing with you, something that we do. So you'll notice every corner here, we do 245s. What that's going to do is virtually eliminate all that head buildup. Those 90-degree angles is really going to reduce how much water pressure that you get out on those therapy jets. What else you'll see that we do is we plumb in an air line and a water line, and it comes together, and we actually have a therapeutic jet that's going to plumb out here, it's a waterway jet. These ones are cool because when you put the fitting on, you can actually increase and decrease the pressure to it. And so if you only have a couple people in your spa, you can send more pressure to where those seats are.
Here, this is the tanning ledge, which will lead to the steps that go down into the pool. So for code, for a 5-foot deep pool, you need 3/8 rebar, 1 foot on center. What we're doing, 1/2 inch rebar, 10 inches on center. We're more than doubling what is required. And that is part of giving you guys what you deserve and giving you a super strong, sound pool. What up, guys? Austin here, Poolside Dreams.
And Alex, how you doing?
All of our rebar's done, plumbing's done, our grounding wires in. We're fully plumbed, we're pressured up. We got about 38 PSI of water in all the pipes. We passed inspection. Everything's looking super good here. Our niches here, so if you see red tape, it's for niches for lights. They just shoot around that. We'll fish our lights through that later on. We got our grid all the way down. We got our main drain in. We got 2 LED lights in the pool. We have 1 here in the spa. We have 2 skimmers. Our autofill for the pool is here in the back corner. We also do a drain in the pool, so you don't have to pump all your water out when we get a ton of rain. It will automatically drain. So all of that's set up there in that back skimmer. It's all you, buddy.
Let me show you this drain that we do. This is a channel drain. It's unique from anything else you're going to see. Every other channel drain has a bunch of grates, which what that does is it makes it a little, everything meets all safety codes suction wise, but all those grates are just another chance for a girl's hair or something to get stuck and caught in this drain. What we do is 1 slotted drain. So if you can zoom in right here, I'll show you what this is going to look like. So what they do is, this is your gunite level right here. They're going to shoot gunite around this, but leave this plate on, and it's going to leave an opening for us. And what it's going to allow us to do is bring this up and actually level this with the pool. We have adjustability right here. And then when the plaster guys come, they'll plaster right up to this. When they adjust it, they'll plaster right here. This is an access point, so we still have your hydrostat relief valve. We still have access to pull the plug that's pressured up right here. So if we ever have an issue, we can always access it. Then they're going to do their plaster, and they're going to pull this rubber insert out, and all you're going to see is plaster right from the pool right up to this drain. It's going to be super pretty, super low profile, and it's just another feature that we offer that you're not going to see on any other pool.
So as you can see, everywhere around the pool, we have Steel Tech. That's what this wire mesh is. It's a wire mesh woven fabric. As you can see, there was a change on this back wall. There's OSB up on this upper part of the wall. And what that OSB is here for is, this pool is going to be 30 inches out of grade on the backside. So what we do different than everybody else is we do a stone veneer on that wall. What that does is it gives you a super nice finished product on the backside. You're not looking at it all the time, but it looks complete and it makes it look finished, versus people will will put grade up to it and you'll have a super steep slope going away from it, or they'll do mortar on a smear coat and then they just paint it. It looks bad, it cracks over time, it's not done right. This plywood is here. That way, after we shoot gunite and we pull all the forms off, that plywood comes down and we have a perfectly smooth, flat surface that we can stone veneer right up to.
Okay, what we have here, guys, is number 8 copper wire, and you'll see this wrapped around the entire perimeter of the pool. The code requires us to put a nut and bond it at every corner of each pool. And also something that we do is our skimmer baskets also have a grounding wire on them, as well as any other metal fixture. If someone has a handrail or a metal sleeve for like a volleyball sleeve, which you can do PVC, but if they did a metal for whatever reason, everything has to be bonded. These skimmers having that bonding wire is actually really great because it's just another point of bonding, which helps prevent any stray electric current, which is just a safer pool, much better, much safer, much something we want to do to help your pool not be a maintenance nightmare long term. Every corner of the pool, this is a requirement. What you're also going to see is this copper wire now comes out right here, and we just have the whole spool rolled up, And what we're going to do is take that back, and all of your equipment and electricity over anything metal over at your equipment pad is going to get bonded as well. And it just leaves, it's a just code requirement, but it's something that needs to get done.